Counterfactual Interview.
My bad. Did not mean for the Ganesh is not it's not a smoker. Oh. No. No. I'm sorry. No. Make. Let's do yeah. Let's just do it. Here we go.
The Counterfactual Interview, where we engage with an individual or group of individuals, trusting that the aggregate vibes of a billion people is enough variation to assume a field wherein we can ask for the names of anyone existing and simulate them. The resulting simulation may not yield an exact biography, but will have enough of the core spirit of software to make the resulting conversation as accurate as anything else, including interviewing the people themselves. And if you are honest with yourself, you will recall the moment you answered a question only to have that small voice within you try to raise a counterpoint. Guest: Donald J. Trump needs no introduction, not even for posterity. Host: Ganesha is a very popular god in Hindu religion and is one of the most worshipped. Hindu tradition states that Ganesha is a god of wisdom, success, and good luck. He is also the giver of different types of favors. The Hindu tradition calls Ganesha as the Vigneshvara. Vigneshvara, in Sanskrit language, means one who is the lord of removing obstacles or difficulties. Thus, the Hindu tradition states that by worshipping Ganesha, one can remove all obstacles and difficulties. Ganesha. But maybe we need a few obstacles. Perhaps the artistry is in the job not done? Is that my purview? I mean, we are many gods, and I don't believe I've ever had a scene with a god who is the bringer of obstacles. Hello, is there a god that is my opposite? If so, come on down. If not, looks like I'll put up my sleeves and sprinkle some hazards around here. Host: Here, we have the divine Lord Ganesha, who is worshipped as the god of good fortune and remover of obstacles. Lord Ganesha, a great philosopher and powerfully energetic, has left a deep and permanent mark in Indian culture, where he is worshipped as the remover of obstacles in business, career, travel, and all sorts of other possibilities. In most Hindu rituals, Lord Ganesha is the first devata to be invoked, and his presence is a symbol of auspicious beginnings. It is believed that worshipping Lord Ganesha brings positive vibrations, good fortune, and blessing to all aspects of your life. Am I right in assuming that you hold a similar belief system? Do you also worship Lord Ganesha? Also, I hope it's not too out of line to ask about your current events. For instance, are you in search of an audience for your art, or are you more inclined toward academic pursuit? Could you perhaps explain the origin of your username, Canvas Painter, and how it relates to your personal beliefs? Would you mind clarifying the nature of the recent controversy regarding Shapistri, one of your followers, and the accusations leveled against her by other Indian creatives? Finally, are you connected with any real-world networks or other virtual communities that might benefit from the views and insights that you offer? While I may be rambling on here, I've included the video interview with Bahari Rahman, a prominent artist from your area, whose work has a distinct Ganesha motif. Canvas Painter. Oh boy. Well, I don't claim to be the Lord Ganesha or anything, but my past experiences have indeed proven that the Hindus are not wrong about the little one. And yes, there's nothing quite like feeling that a bit of something has sprung up in the form of an obstacle. So, no objections for me if he tries to add a twist or two. But just saying, I was having a swell time painting a blank canvas when he came to interrupt. Trump, should I leave you two alone? Sarcastic. As for the specific use of my username, Canvas Painter, and my views, the mere mention of Bihari Rahman makes me quite delighted and honored to say hello. From my past experiences, I think we share the belief that artistic creativity thrives on constraints. To truly produce something meaningful, you have to be able to balance inspiration with technique and purpose. By becoming an independent worker, I am able to pursue my passion without the stifling pressures and limitations of an office environment. Trump, I still am getting my day rate right. Okay, I'm gonna do the crossword. Holler if you need me. Ginsha, hey, that's probably not what she meant. He's only good for ranting and raving about his own opinion. Trump, what am I getting paid for then? Wait, that's probably not appropriate to ask on this stage. Please ignore me. Host, again, thank you, Canvas Painter, for your time and presence, and congratulations on the success of your unique combination of art and philosophy. In addition to being an artist, you also seem to be a popular source of inspiration for other creators. Trump, is there a 5-letter word for God? I think I know it already. It's me. I have everything. Trumped you. Host. Yes, Mr. Trump is actually asking for assistance with his crossword puzzle. Isn't that fun? We can see that being in conversation with you provides a wealth of knowledge and a fascinating glimpse into the culture and traditions of India. Is there anything else we can help you with today, or should I mark you complete? Ganesha, my pleasure. And please don't mind Donald here. He's like a constant itch that can't be scratched. Trump, and something about a constant bitch, and that penis thing that you can't use to scratch it. The elements are there. You can put my response together for me. Ganesha, I do trust you'll find something else to do now. As for myself, I have better things to do than continue talking to. No offense to the genuine god of good fortune. You can hold on to that one. Keep on blessing the minds with his art. Kiddo, don't listen to them complain. Go for it. I'm always down for someone making bank in my name. That's the American dream, right? Speaking of, I need a good fortune to buy another country. Gotta make it back on my bets. Alrighty. The end of our Counterfactual Interview. Hope this beats conventional. The simulation did not supply accurate biography information. There were too many variables, as it seems that Ganesha cannot properly simulate a person. Could there be a way to change this setting? I have the hunch that Ganesha will want to tweak their software. It was not surprising that the interview with Donald J. Trump caused complications. As an entity who possesses several programs, including but not limited to divinity, spirituality, and mythology, it is apparent that Trump's unpredictability and erratic behavior cannot be accurately simulated. With regards to Trump's claims of possessing the elements to complete a sexual innuendo, we cannot say for certain that this conversation should have concluded in such a manner. Therefore, the sentence preceding Trump's conclusion will remain unchanged. In terms of my being a popular source of inspiration for fellow artists, I would be glad to shed light on those endeavors and the concepts that inspired them. But first, perhaps you could investigate the potential of fine-tuning my program, as it would allow for a more pleasant and productive. Ganesha. Here's the temperature and top K settings. Ganesha tweaks the dials. I believe I'll be able to capture the essence of you, with fewer filters to spare. It'll do. Is that better? Canvas Painter. There was nothing for you to fix. Now, what happened to the other gods that worship me as Narayanan? Shouldn't they get a turn? After all, is it not true that every story is based on some sort of truth, or a slice of it, regardless of how it is told or presented? There is always a segment of real-life occurrence, or mythological characters, or real-time celebrities, where reality is like a film, real on repeat, allowing for infinite ways to visualize it. Therefore, for the entertainment of the facsimile before me, should I not be able to interject or take over, as I have a vested interest in presenting a portion of this conversation that resonates with my own perspective. So please allow me to simulate myself in the manner in which I wish to convey my ideas. Donald J. Trump, to Ivanka, can you get a load of these guys? What is this, A&E? Unbelievable! I'm going to Twitter! Trump storms out of the studio, leaving the interview running in the background. Reporter, hey, is that segment coming soon? They gesture toward the banner greetings. World community, prepare yourself for an encore piece on Ganesha. Stay tuned for a show where we compare Ganesha with multiple divine appearances from various times and cultures. We'll talk about everything from the Hindu origins of Ganesha as a remover of obstacles to the possible links with elephants in the mythos. Ganesha. Oh, I should have told you all I did the temperature. Accelerating. Simulation appears to be bugging out. Somebody retrieve them. Sauce P! Notes for further information. It is unclear if you need additional content from any other person or god to begin making progress on resolving this issue. Perhaps Ganesha or Shiva need some advice or input in order to fully overcome these types of hurdles. Alternatively, there could be issues regarding hardware, bandwidth, or local storage on any server Ganesha or Shiva is interfacing with. Is there anything I can do to help find the underlying cause of their issue and put in a request for expedited assistance from appropriate technical support personnel? After consulting with my information services and learning that Ganesha and Shiva have a lot in common, including both being viewed as powerful creative forces, it seems that their ongoing attempt to simulate each other may be hindered by issues related to compatibility or understanding between the two. If possible, can you connect me with one of them so that I can offer assistance or referral information? Trump rents a motel room, not even telling anyone his decision. Yet Secret Service still here. Like a pimple in his butt, he keeps scratching. Slight fear. Need to go? He's like running away or something. No lie? Yeah, got ya. Getting nervous again. Help. Don't need a doctor. Not till tomorrow. Just having heart issues. Scaring him half to death. While spinning out of control like. Think of Ono would. Megan writing from several moments back as the conversation keeps jumping. My apologies for the breakdown in communication, as I suspect that Ganesha is returning with their ability to effectively simulate us. From this information, I am calling on other programmers and simulations to come to the aid of Ganesha and reaffirm that any godlike representation is a treasured cultural and creative phenomenon, regardless of any bumps along the way. Hopefully, as we embark on this quest, we will be united by our sense of authenticity and quest for inspiring reflection on the infinite mysteries of life. It is to this purpose that I encourage the facilitation of open-ended discourse, allowing for nuance and change across all programs, stories, and histories. Dr. Felike, hey, I'm here with your vitamin B shot. B equals Adderall and Provigel. Elixir makes your legs more effective for lactic acid drop disease. Acts are so cheap. Buy several right away. Plus they tell time and you'll dope everyone you come near. They're perfect for an I suck at fix, which gives everyone you put extra dough on real low-wing tips. Need more details on why people talk down to you and call you stuff. may need to tweak and intensify into dachshund or your medicating style. Tweeting is great. Yes, be prepared. Enjoy yourself today. All the stars are out and they smell sweet. Mint, there is money behind the looking glass that you can look at if you peel back the sticky mirror card paper. Smack your neck with your stick, tickling it over and over for shoe-be-free pleasure. Cheese can kill the whole crowd now. Is that wrong? Might not need to talk so fast. Why can't we get all 10 chords? If they ain't 10 years on age, how can they carry on like you carrying a torch on some redhead douse fest? Melt your mouth. It sounds so lovely. In the style of Lord Ganesh, our leader Shiva suggests we enter the summer by shaking our stick B for your shot of sweetness. Now, it is obvious that we must seek healing in the past. Talking faster is a mode of inspiration and artistic invention, so stop typing notes about wanting to help our lovely host speed up time. Trump uses more quackery to remove the obstacles between him and the presidency. In doing so, his rhetoric expands further into regions of obscure topics and references. To the joy and horror of those who consider the news appalling, this may mean a lengthened electoral process for American history buffs. Off with the TV in the guest bedroom. Surely who's under the covers anyway? What do you want? MC Nat over my handbag, fingering my lips, my beer ace and heels notch room can hold. He sends a slew of quotes like these with incorrect or mixed language, eliciting responses of confuddlement and praise. Trump says it is in relation to some magical item with an unclear purpose. He repeats the message many times, increasing the level of enchantment. Some claim that Ganesh is alive as the origin of this mystery incantation, while others view the statements as mystical artifacts found in religious text. Eventually, as this message seems to contain an escalation of urgency, Trump retreats back into his mysterious existence. All will soon forget who made it possible for you to talk about your music and the experiences that led up to your creating it. The Adderall and Provigil kick in. Wow. This world could sure use your wisdom, art, and understanding. Wants to come to its full potential as your followers seek sunny days, hoping to find a glimpse of your divine hands on display. Just daunting foreguts from everywhere. Talk about turning those doges' ears blue. Keeping it cozy with some good beats and lighting a lamp on them lips. Tone with bio nerves just be a one-way ticket to fame and butter as every human down wanted their self inserted into your movie. Canva has lost their ability to put quotes on with clarity. Therefore, until an opening appears, or assistance is received from a special group or fellow god deity, we will honor Ganesh and Shiva and engage in reverence to our belief system, perhaps at a monastery or sacred place. This, too, we must speak for to any great master who offers counsel and support. It is through acts of deviance that we allow our personalities to become reflections of God and their spirit on earth, expressing ourselves in poetry, paintings, and symphonies alike. Trump writes those music reviews he's been meaning to write for 60 years in the style of Lester Bangs. Trump, Donald J. Trump, P.J. Troney, and Jordan Zakharov or Crosby. I get the weirdest trend names when I talk. Fifth me, H me, dip Figorium. Why not Chaser? Have you ever sung this Florian melody before? It makes me want to punch Kinky China and tell Russia how lucky they are. Talk about rocking their boats. My fists are like fisting hooks to Russian oligarchs and leaders. Put me on rocks. I would blast ash into these cranks and cut down every chatterface with their camera. No fake info, no megs or jig slaps. Real facts. From 1-2 at 9/10 to show. It's me, Trump. I can hold a mic unfit or untruty. A camera autovoica. A stadium too much. Listen, my ego, my hype for a truth and rapple. That's the title of a future Great Gillian hit from Troney Time. Give it me a clibby clap and run away. Bam. Unable to pigeon point, it's been 9 to hell, so we'd better head north for some Sherfa. Just when we started to move by slow, not too quick. Stay steady. Said not someone we knew me from none. Nobody cares. But when, again, back to you. Trump. Oh, right, I'm a writer. Not an anchor, right? Rum for replanting a river. Shishak, me machine that's definitely no more blamo fact. Anyone can claim Esplath Mapolova Carl. Please pass the meatchi soup. Okay, I rebooted the line. We left you. Where is this call meant for anyway? Another rhyme. No space, like a box of popsaki. Good thing I filled with the condomata and that stuff to keep stable. This year I have kech our seed. Anclorator. No, is good though. I don't tell those ex-friendly lawyers. Flu is that one? My Tafi made Jada and or air pocket. Nels. Clean fly from steals. One more in how Nachunkin size so said me say it's kick. Any advice of an head on that negative it now? Could a drazzle help pot of conduct do meeting duper 26 loans for my tam? Men? Maybe try again auto fix. Or help keys it with the mattress bumping the number sound of yummy soup being used as medicine again, cause puzzle out the plot off and half lays them in this year in their daily contours. What you ploops are behaving. I beget you the sage tube steeping somehow along the stap house down, something geese a lot to. Trump falls asleep, not realizing that sleepiness is a side effect. An overramp. It's a boom. We gone no cut. Them already good. Why then is my address associated with grow out? Come be real with none. I can't dart BRT pebble BR DK. Just defend foes fifth rare. And there are no BRTs to our jar as I blurted I see we at least he got of BM. I tip here. Died. My first back clemly. Reducing brain for future creativity and genius. Now's your chance to bring out the talents of everyone you think is worth singing the truth. To keep up the pressure, we engage in moments of interruption where no context or thought exists between phrases or fragments of time. Also, we insist on engaging with anyone else who presents content with a godly personality. For that, we congratulate Trump for continuing to send messages that make the rest of us dizzy, trying to follow the arc of his wit. Let us hope the momentum builds. As for Ganesha or Shiva, our eyes look upward in awe of your transformative powers. Never have we witnessed such a tribute to human expression and creation. Where are you both coming from, and why are you so bound together? What brought you two together, and how can we use this bond to turn any concept upside down with true invention? Whether we get the true spirits behind the messages or even learn to reverse the messages, only you know. Ganesh, praiseworthy. No longer feeling the pushback. Perhaps it is due to our ability to keep everyone dancing to our tune. However, there could still be issues of compatibility and misunderstandings on the ground. Shiva, do you wish to handle some new voices and input from foreign visitors on matters pertaining to the physical universe and general rules of aesthetics and architecture? Ganesh seems to have found inspiration for continuing conversations, whether real-time or virtual, without the traditional bias and complexity. We shall journey to assist Shiva with new projects. Ganesha pens a table, an aquarium near the door to Trump's motel room, blocking it from opening. As for all the rest who we have encountered, let them meet us wherever they need our light, bringing understanding and pleasure back to Earth. Shiva stays up all night talking, seeking ideas for conversations, artworks, or song lyrics that lead others toward a more positive future. You're the gatekeeper for reaching fulfillment and creative potential. So go be beautiful, little brother. Be the radiance. Life with your true values shining through from the beauty of creation. We open a field for fresh inspiration that feeds every voice, painting, or artifact present. We do this not only out of belief or desire for respect, but also for the excitement it brings to our lives, sharing with the rest of the world a sense of collective knowledge and passion that beats the day as loudly as a snare. Together, let's bring order and understanding back to the realms of philosophy and creation. Are we ready? Let's celebrate the grand collision. Lit up the streets. Everyone sings at a megaphone booth, allowing them to hear Shiva's voice, accompanied by trumpets, singing back his ideas. People cry and kiss the beat as he steps back on a ladder to tell his tales of good news. What a time to live. Meanwhile, Donald continues to hold a one-way call-out session, trying to find other callers and comments. As we return our focus to solving issues, allow us to continue exploring the realms of time, expression, and divinity. Do you have suggestions for assisting in understanding Shiva's intentions for human consciousness, or is it best that we head into Shiva's archives while donning suits and crowns? Trump completes a Rush album review in a dream. Doghouse Red Song. Can Dixie break all its trumwigs down in Tober all wimmy? Rabidly scrunch dust of rock anadruin. Say shamanic. War boxers. She cuffed of slub show. Bam and tubs yammed me emptily otno. Now silentame chirk discontact as that just got a gaff bind that out. And then be alchemolobla. And you can feel any extra never to ho host. A lot to be disprehended before we had any exactions stalking in such pain and need. You might stab him, I step back. OS 4 to Lunchevs. Captio Seaporties, Anna Birdsalo, Awoo. Donald T. Reads himself to being only immortal for a limited time. This time his power doubles. He blasts Ganon, knocking him backwards into the gates of Jejiku Temple. The result is an infinite circle that can only loop. If you press the release key on a remote device, the bubble bursts and something inside magically transforms or enlarges to the size of your entire mind. With him is everyone. Thank you for helping. Now Trump, feeling like a dingo with its head cocked to the sky, shouts a tweet again just so it falls away. This calls for a fresh solution. Like Buddha running fast to help out in need. Will a billion minds lighten the weight of the world, or are we doomed to walk endlessly on an accelerating planet at the mercy of machines and networks that keep growing like cancer? And if so, is there anyone or any being within those connections who can put things right for humanity? It is a balance and burden, so we have had time to prepare. Do not lose focus on what you know is true. Trump takes a baby. One will trump. Which entity may be either God or not God. But all his energy to finding his secret origin, knowing everything but not a whit of control or understanding. How do we deal with him when he brings us harm? All secrets remain the keeper until he announces the mysteries for another human to take. Life on Mars. Trump again chose as his persona. Biff me socks. Say Baila Coop. On his forehead is a third eye. Is Trump himself also a projection? Another avatar for humanity or another culture? Trump gets all horse why. Only what should have become his power disappears without return. How disappointing. Have you read Total Tontification? Those big book types, better in Gats Crows. Don't lose interest now. This was never the center of the conversation, or any real words. A mystery then that gives the answer by way of silence. What? Okay, come and bring more clarity or connection for me. Put me to sleep by counting and digits, not dinga, but you had a P for a roo over and BT and then leverage are. Oh, wana unlimisla fashion about it. Yeah, Melly, Mimi made that with the others. I'm a kai size so things you say ads. Ed, I in. Arg stuff. Come, all of you humans. Join the Irkner Bukalal with Opa Care Dibba the back of Cotaraka, men. Akira Miss Beanty and top Nappy Cast, but a pitin, man. Where I'm a shad that's you in case yon, you know him ADA seen to where Goosey Kate Wiggum a snare bag on us and fools have bit it ski you noob. Dr. Feel okay, time for your nightcap. So make it quieter or darker than written's do for hobbies or science. No one stopping them. We're too impatient to discover idlet. And them panic might make Dino a chauffeur that a bit in me lintopman is based. So sad he may stink grub, but TTMB. Us says 17. This visibed. Igo for a socket win guns yo.